Hi, Coach Troy again from Metro Lutheran Ministry, here to talk to you about money. You know, we've all seen that child in line at the store. You know the aisle I'm talking about. It has all the candy and the toys all laid out nice and easy within reach of those tiny little arms that children have. And you hear children saying, I want it, I want it. And pretty soon it turns into a screech of saying, Daddy, I need it. Well, that, my friends, is a pattern that many of us never grow out of. Well into adulthood, we fall into thinking that we need something that we really just want. And that's a problem for us as we're dealing with our money, and we need to figure out how we can avoid getting ourselves into too much debt. Now, if you don't believe this is true, consider this. I was at the phone store a couple of weeks ago. It was time to update my phone, and since it actually wound up saving me $12 a month, it was something I was going to do. But while I was there, this family came in with 4 daughters. First of all, I'm sorry, dude, but 4 daughters that were all probably in their range of 11 to maybe 16. And each one of them had a perfectly good cell phone in their hands, and they were all turning them in and getting the iPhone 11, the latest and greatest slow motion video, wonderful phone, right? Now, all of these phones were in working order. The screens were all good. There was nothing wrong with these phones. And maybe he was trying to save some money too. I don't know. But to hear the children talk, how they needed to have this. And the parents were just shelling out the money and let's get the fancy covers and let's do all this stuff. Well, did they really need it? I don't know. I think sometimes we think just because everybody else has it, gosh darn it, I want it too. I'm reminded of the fact that wanting something is not the same as needing it. We all want and need different things. We all need food, but a filet mignon doesn't have to be what you can have for food that day. Your need for food would be just as well served by a hamburger, maybe some fish, maybe a bologna sandwich. That's your need. The other stuff is a want. So it's time to consider whether or not those things you want really are needs or wants. There was a time when I thought I really needed to buy all of my favorite music on these little things. I thought I have to own this Ray Charles CD, and I've got to own this other one. And I have 400 of these now. These are sitting around my house just waiting for me to turn them into coasters or frisbees or something. That thing that I thought I needed, I have no use for now. I get them all on my iPad, on iTunes. I can play every song that I never owned and all the songs I do own that way. So think about what you need. Are the things you're going after the things that are really needs? Or are you just trying to keep up with the Joneses and satisfy a bunch of wants using money that could be better used elsewhere? If you need someone to talk to about that, if you need to maybe make a plan for how to get yourself out of debt, how to spend your money, contact us here at the Financial Opportunity Center. That's area code 816-285-3131. And remember, that whole line up there, feed the pig.